An Afghan national named Rahmanullah Lakanwal has been identified as the suspected shooter in the ambush attack that killed one National Guard member and wounded another just blocks away from the White House on Wednesday. The Department of Homeland Security confirmed Lakanwal's identity, while the CIA stated he previously worked with the U.S. government as a partner force member in Kandahar until 2021. The suspect was shot by another Guard member and taken into custody, currently hospitalized, with no other suspects identified by law enforcement sources. U.S. Attorney Jeanine Pirro announced charges of 3 counts of assault with intent to kill while armed and possession of a firearm during a crime of violence. These charges could still change, pending the condition of the Guard members, as we delve into what is known about the suspect so far. Lakanwal, 29, entered the United States in 2021, according to multiple law enforcement sources. Secretary of Homeland Security Kristi Noem stated on X that he was paroled into the U.S. on September 8, 2021, under Operation Allies Welcome. President Trump described him as a foreigner who entered our country from Afghanistan, a hellhole on earth, noting his status was extended under legislation signed by President Biden. A DHS official confirmed Lakanwal was paroled on humanitarian grounds in 2021, a mechanism used to welcome tens of thousands of Afghan evacuees after the Taliban takeover. He applied for asylum in 2024, which was granted in 2025, but his green card request remains pending. Many Afghan nationals admitted in 2021 received special immigrant visas for their military support, while others were granted temporary humanitarian parole. Over 8,000 Afghans also received deportation relief under temporary protected status, extended by Biden in 2023 but ended by Trump earlier this year. The CIA confirmed Lakanwal worked with the U.S. government during the war in Afghanistan, leading a team in the Afghan National Armed Forces. He worked directly with U.S. and British forces, leading a unit of Afghan special forces in the south of the country. A former Afghan commando revealed Lakanwal was deeply troubled by the 2024 death of a close friend and fellow commander who unsuccessfully sought asylum in the U.S. Investigators theorized Lakanwal suffered from paranoia and mental health challenges, believing authorities sought to deport him. The suspect was subdued at the scene by National Guard members and law enforcement, but is currently not cooperating with authorities. Police described Lakanwal as a lone gunman who ambushed National Guard members patrolling near a mass transit station in downtown D.C. He initially fired 4 rounds, striking 20-year-old Army SBC Sarah Beckstrom, who sustained at least 2 gunshot wounds and died. Lakanwal then took her weapon and continued shooting, striking 24-year-old Air Force Staff Sergeant Andrew Wolf, who is in critical condition. A 3rd uninjured Guard member returned fire, ending the attack. The Guard members were on high-visibility patrols ordered by President Trump. Pirro stated Lakanwal drove to D.C. from Bellingham, Washington, with the intended target of coming to our nation's capital, living with his wife and 5 children. FBI Director Kash Patel reported a search warrant executed at his Washington state address, seizing electronic devices and conducting interviews. Multiple family members in Washington state have been interviewed, and federal law enforcement is scrutinizing Lakanwal's digital footprint. The Department of Homeland Security had earlier spelled his last name as Lakanwal, highlighting the evolving nature of this critical investigation.